Y si no, pues vuelvo a reunir. Ahora sí. Algo pasaba, ¿lo veis? Algo pasaba. La carré. Bueno, yo las cinemáticas me voy a mutear, ¿vale? Para que lo sepáis. Así que os dejo con la música esta.
God damn it. What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Quiet down? Ha! You have any idea what you've done? I'd be half naked in Havana right now if you hadn't shown up. Soaking up some rays, surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood-slathered Havana-style pizza in the other. What did I do to deserve this? Does God hate me?
No. The regional bureau chief merely... Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike. And no red, remember?
It's open. Come on in.
Pero no era Massachusetts porque parece una casa de Latam. Perdón, chicos, lo tenía que decir, es broma. Os amo. ¡Perdonar! Ya está, me callo, os quiero. Funada.
You have questions for us. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Bueno. Pedazo de intro. Estoy flipando. Mr. Francis Zack Morgan. Me sé la banda sonora, lo que no está escrito. Le Carré y debajo está Greenvale, perdón.
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak. Do we have permission to film this?
Don't worry.
Es de
my
Nintendo
fairy.
Switch. Salió hace muy
They're
poco.
free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan? I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones. An analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Salió en 2020. Y en ordenador 2022.
Hi.
Seriously.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break. Quite the uncanny duo. You'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game. Isn't that right, my fairy? How many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but my
Bueno.
eyes can't be deceived.
Increíble.
If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
Bueno. Ok. Vale. B.
You solved many difficult cases across your career. Utilizing your own unique MO. You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases. In 2003, you solved the Inside Out Flesh Skinner case. In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case, and also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same year. Then, in 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation. You went on to solve many other cases after that, all of them seemingly inexplicable. Did you really solve these cases all on your own? There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else. How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats?
Porque somos los putos amos, señora.
It was
Voy a cerrar la ventana, que
thanks
tengo
to
frío ahora.
our talented partner.
Partner. The FBI files show no record of you ever working with a partner. Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
Our partner is our partner. We've always worked together. Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, 2 highly sought-after fugitives.
Bueno, bien. Tu sexto sentido te será de mucha ayuda para encontrar pistas que te ayudarán a avanzar en el juego. Mantén pulsado LB para utilizarlo. Vale. Ok, vamos a ver la hierba que se está fumando el señor.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan, but would you please refrain from consuming that while we speak? I'm talking about... Yes. that.
Con un porrito en la mano yo me lo lío. El
You don't
porrito.
need to worry about us. Don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that. Our data needs to be consistent. Now please put out that stinking indulgence right this minute.
What if we say no?
Then I'll put it out myself, using force.
Whoa, whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house. Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes.
Correcto.
And I mean, come on.
It's medicinal.
Exactly.
Tiene un cáncer de la hostia.
Hey, Belle. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
What are you talking about?
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck. That's a male necktie. The color black represents confidence and interest in the self. And your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society. Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within. We admire your bravery.
Ok.
I thought you retired from profiling.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one to read.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut. Don't judge a book by its cover. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough.
Olía. Alaya.
She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Hostia, eso es un
Agent
comentario
Jones,
machista.
that's sexual harassment.
Totalmente.
So, Belle, does that barrier of yours also protect you from...
He's more dangerous than I thought. I can't read him. I'll just have to assault him head on with questions then. First, I'll try using the files on the table to
Vale, yo quiero hacer una cosa antes de nada. ¿Puedo...? No, no era esto, pero vale. ¿Es el menú del propio juego?
Stage 4 progressive malignant tumor.
No era esto lo que quería, joder.
How do humans behave when they know death is... And what if that human is also a...
Vale, esto no era lo que yo quería, pero vale. ¿Cómo...? Yo mi pregunta es ¿cómo vuelvo para atrás? Bueno, vamos a analizar la mirada.
Mr. Morgan, may I ask you a question purely out of curiosity? If it makes you uncomfortable, just let me know, and I'll retract it.
Belle, what's wrong? You sure put a lot of effort into that approach.
It's a question about death.
About this body?
Are you afraid of what's coming?
No.
Think carefully about why we're smoking this, then ask us again. Honestly, we're not afraid. Rather, we find it intriguing.
Intriguing.
Yes. Belle, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon in winter?
No.
In the dead of winter, the Grand Canyon is terribly cold. Colder than you could imagine. A cold that no photograph could ever express. The sun. Powerless. And the temperature drops below zero. Right in the middle of the day.
Meaning?
Meaning, you can't really understand something until you experience it for yourself. If you want to learn more about us, you need to gain more experience.
Bell. Bell es bombón, ya lo sabemos. Si queréis ligar con alguien, a ver. Partida de ajedrez.
That chessboard looks rather old. And you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right. They were banned by the CITES Treaty.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste. But the weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
No. But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
He's probably just replicating famous games or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. I may not look it, but I'm actually... When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life, the magazine published by the U.S. Chess Federation.
Well, unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones.
Sí.
He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems.
Lo que está haciendo, señorita lista.
There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment.
Vale.
And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history. He was simply playing chess.
Chica lista.
What's wrong with that, Belle?
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
¿Y quién te ha dicho que eso?
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data. Seems like that's a much bigger problem.
Sí.
Oh no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
Vamos, caso Le Carré.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2005?
Yes. Claro, estaba ahí.
We solved that case.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation.
Le
You
Carré.
then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case. After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened. We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit that town just to take a vacation?
We don't know. If you already have the report, then either way, that case is closed.
Closed. You sure about that? Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Sí, la de la tía cortada por la mitad en 80 trozos.
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
They found Lise Clarkson's body. It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means? That's why we're here. The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now.
Bueno, está encontrado, a ver.
We're pleased that her body turned up. deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
Body or not, we already solved that case.
Eso es verdad.
Lisa's body can't change anything now.
Bueno, que hay un
And it
cómplice.
certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in. She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Well. Good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks. At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all. She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
This keeps getting better and better.
Bueno, yo no sé si esto sería como una figura mitológica.
Better
¿eh?
and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy? A corpse as beautiful as a goddess. Sounds just like our story.
Por cierto, si queréis saber un poco del tema del segundo juego y por qué Morgan habla de dioses y tal, os recomiendo la historia del primer juego que está en mi canal de YouTube. Podéis verlo ahí.
Yes.
That went okay. Now, I may be able to get what I want if we go deeper into the...
Hombre, pues en mi canal. Yo hago lo que me da la gana, ¿vale?
You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Everything happens for a reason.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, we did the best we could to start our own local investigation. But there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Then we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Of course. We questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse and its owner.
No, no me lo dijiste.
But we still have yet to obtain any key testimonies.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the employees were on vacation.
So, you gave up on the investigation and came to see us instead. Remember what happened?
My theory.
That warehouse. That man. So incoherent. Such a pain.
Hey, are you talking about the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found? Yeah, I think he started working there in... Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to deal with, too.
The large man, yes? No need to answer, if you don't want to. I'm sure you've already put him under surveillance. Textbook FBI protocol.
Who is it? This My Fairy character you keep speaking to?
You can't see her? Such bad manners.
Vale.
You barge into our apartment.
Ya me dirás.
Yet you don't
Y si
even
tengo tiempo
care
yo.
about who else is living here.
Dissociative identity disorder. In the past, it was known as multiple personality disorder. You were subjected to an internal probe only once during your career, correct? They suspected that you had DID, but you denied it. And no problems arose during your test. Is this how you dealt with the psychological... saying strange things, weaving unrelated matters together? Is that how you slipped through?
You're free to draw your own conclusions, Belle. But my fairy clearly exists. She's been sitting right there, on your lap this entire time. Hey! Stop it! No violence allowed in here, Belle. Wouldn't want to scare my fairy.
Bueno, caso le carré.
Isn't there someone else you should have talked to? Before coming to us? Such as...
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson. You look surprised. I thought you already knew. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met with her during your time there.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time. That man is our witness. Aren't you, Simon?
He's right. He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve. Which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that? I took the liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston. This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
A mere coincidence.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré. He reportedly said he wanted something old, big, and strong. The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries. And they always have the most bizarre timing.
Ya sabemos de quién está hablando, ¿verdad?
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton, New Jersey.
You can find that type of car anywhere. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason. Even this messy room. There must be a reason for it. Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. They're practically begging me to question them.
A ver. ¿Qué miramos primero? Películas, que eres un fanático de las
A
pelis.
stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection.
Bon Voyage, Polix 2, Ninja Police, Death Case. Hay un
You
montón de
must live a
películas.
very comfortable life.
We're retired, remember?
Retired in your 40s. I'm envious.
But who doesn't love movies, Belle?
I'm not a fan.
Oh, that won't do. You should dedicate all the free time you have to watching movies. It's practically an unwritten law. Films guide us. Films are filled with every important life lesson there is.
Is that so?
For example, They Live, 1988, directed by
John
John
Carpenter.
Carpenter. That film taught us a valuable lesson. Always put on your sunglasses before a fight.
You know, you've got a point. Movies teach us about everything. I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films. Before that, I wouldn't be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza. I thought it wasn't fit for human consumption. But that film changed my life.
Simon, that has nothing to do with the film. You're just talking about pizza.
Vamos a primero a las bolsas de goteo.
Do you like fresh vegetable juice?
Why would you think that?
There's a juicer in your sink that hasn't been washed yet. And do I smell the faint fragrance? You didn't use much salt.
What are you implying?
You just told me that you find impending death to be intriguing. That confused me. When I look around your room, all I can see are the many ways in which you're resisting death. Poly-MVA treatment, highly concentrated vitamin C IVs, fresh vegetable juice, vegetable protein without salt, gallons of vitamin D milk for fat and calcium.
The ambivalence, yes.
What?
Two contradictory emotions, mixing, coexisting together. An adult, mature mind is never satisfied. It's common sense. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Y ya, la última.
Mr. Morgan, I found several spots in this room that look strangely clean. Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
No.
Those are
Tiene una en la mesa y otra en la chimenea.
sanctuaries. They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
That's right. Sacred places. Hovels for pure souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see?
The soul's still there. We haven't touched a thing. But we know you can't see anything. Hey, Simon, don't touch the sanctuary.
Sorry.
That's a sanctuary. Don't ever. You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you...
My bad. It's my first time actually coming inside, you know.
You're earning far more than you deserve, then. What were you doing all day in that black... We thought wiretapping was your special. Don't tell me. What do you think, my fairy? 4.5 years. All that time.
Crossword puzzles? No way. Come on. I thought you knew. I'm a Sudoku guy.
Agent Jones.
Oh, right.
He's completely taken control of the conversation. At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to press him some...
A ver si hay algo más. No, solo puedo esto.
Agent Jones, did you find the files?
Greenvale. Sí.
Mr. Morgan, do you
Oof.
recognize these files?
Whoa! Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of
told you.
justice.
We told you. Go.
Ay, rojo de la sangre.
Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Surrounded.
El rojo de la sangre le va a volver loco.
Ah! Ah! Yeah.
Mr. Morgan?
El rojo.
I cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How could I be so stupid?
El rojo.
Everything should be fine now. I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red, such an unusual thing. Please, accept my deepest apologies.
I don't know what I was thinking. I'll never touch one of your sanctuaries ever again. And no more red.
Don't ever
Touch
one. I told them not to. Why would they do that? Make them go away. Sanctuary.
Now, may we...
Don't worry. I won't let...
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red. And I believe that fear is connected to the Greenville case.
Hombre, es que en el caso de Greenville, telita, telita. A ver, quiero
The
mirar.
files on the serial
No.
killings that shocked officially that I thought I'd take out files from a case I for... This is a very large shredder. Is there something you don't want?
Good question. But we never know when some curious civil servants may come and sift through our trash now.
You're already What are you so worried about?
It's just a simple habit. From back when we were still on duty. Didn't they bang that into your head when you were up in Quantico? Some habits are hard to break, no matter how hard you try.
Could you tell me what exactly the word sanctuary means?
Sanctuaries are sanctuaries.
Sí,
Nothing
santuarios.
more, nothing less.
That doesn't explain anything.
Why do you wish to know?
Just curious.
Belle. You're a much ruder person than you initially seemed to be. Don't you agree, What do our sanctuaries have to do with the investigation? If you're out of question.
Hey, mind if I...
What is it, Simon? We hope you've got a real question.
Well, actually, no one's supposed to touch any sanctuary, right?
That's what we say.
What about you, though? You can't even touch them yourself? Are there any extenuating circumstances?
What are you getting at?
I mean, if no one can... How do you clean them?
Mr. Morgan, I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
We don't want to remember that town.
I'm sorry, but there's no way around this. I remember hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered and the FBI stepped... I also remember it becoming
Correcto.
a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat. Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years. And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work. What happened?
That's a private matter. None of your business, Bill.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
What are you getting at?
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem. The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I just need one more push. One more thing that can summon up the past.
Vamos a ver el panel.
That's royal jelly.
Huh?
You were staring at the jar, weren't you? Do you find it strange we wanted to harvest royal jelly? the queen's main food source, created from the worker bee's secretions. It's a perfect food, filled with power. By absorbing it into our own bodies. Incidentally, did you know that all...
No.
Guess they didn't teach you that at Quantico. Male bees are only born to inseminate, and they're born from unfertilized eggs to boot. They have short lives and don't even get stingers. Sort of feels like a glimpse into the future of our society, wouldn't you agree? Women are gifted with the power to conceive, give birth, and nourish their children. But men are consumed with the job of providing women with the chance to do so. If women no longer had to rely on men for the seeds of life, they would soon cease to desire them, we believe. Be careful, Simon.
Huh? Of what?
Joder. Este
Your
vive en un
Belle's
cumpleaños,
already
tío.
stolen the reins from you.
Mr. Morgan,
Ay,
please look at this.
fotografías.
What did we just say? We don't want to remember Greenvale.
This isn't a photo from Greenvale. Look closely at it. Former Special Agent Francis Zach Morgan.
El árbol rojo. Red tree.
This photograph predates Greenvale. It's from the Lucare case you worked on in 2005.
Red
Retreat.
tree. Red tree.
Yes, a red tree. Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one of these.
Cierto.
The Greenvale, they're connected by these red trees, aren't they?
Pero ya se sabe quién era el malo.
Red trees. Both places. Growing. Roots. Seeds.
Answer me. What are these trees?
Red trees. Figured it out. Yes. Smarter than we thought. Connection. Red trees.
I want the truth. Tell me everything you...
The red trees. You really did your homework. Well done, Belle. You're damn good.
Are you ready to talk now? I want to know what went down in Le Carré in 2005.
Fine. We'll tell you. We'll tell you what happened in that town. Yes, it was that red tree. That red tree ruined my life. It was a sultry summer day. The sun comes down hard on you in the south, like a torrential downpour of demonic whispers. It all started back in that sweltering summer. We still had our best friend with us back then. The other me. My better half.
Mr. Francis Joe Morgan. Y por fin comenzamos el juego después de una hora de interrogatorio. Tin, tin. Pin, pirin, pin, pin.
Never a choice. When somebody needs you, you can't turn away. You're their only lifeline, just a hero, a bullet for hire, working alone.
Me voy a quitar tremendo temazo.
Always a voice, a cry in the darkness, an echo of pain that's been long
Bueno, sí.
forgotten, but it haunts me.
Vamos a quitarlo, pero por el simple hecho de que aunque sea un puto temazo, me va a saltar el copyright. Red Tree. Red tree, red tree.